Now he bought some goodies. My turn again. He thinks it's my birthday present.
Kinds of them.
So close and yet so far.
Yeah.
Boo.
So now, since you just hiked to Calypso Cascades, you get to eat more.
Job is done for now, at least. My calendar is filled with vacancies. In the days ahead, I'm looking to. I've done all that's been asked of me to do. So honey, now
If you've been following us at all, hopefully you've seen some of our other Rocky Mountain National Park videos. We did a video on the wildlife that we got to see while in the park, and one of Dina's most favorite adventures of 2022, our epic tent camping fail.
Your epic tent camping fail.
That's definitely a must-see, though. If you haven't seen either one of those, check them out after this video.
First off, I just want to interrupt for a second and say I am still recovering from this cold or whatever the heck we caught. So I start coughing when I talk too much. So Danny is going to be doing most of the talking, if not probably all of it.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
It's not pretty. It's really not.
But we really want to do a video this time on just some of the adventures that we got to do while in the park. And honestly, we don't think a trip would be complete to Rocky Mountain National Park without us spending at least a part of a day in Estes Park.
Oh, for sure.
If you've never heard of Estes Park, it's a very, very small town just on the eastern side of the national park.
Yeah.
I would consider it a tourist town.
Yeah, it's a tourist town.
But it is extremely family friendly, dog friendly.
Very done up, very well.
And it's nice. It's one of those little tiny towns, I guess you call it quaint. Mm-hmm. You don't mind, even for guys, you really don't mind walking through, you know, window shopping, that kind of stuff. They got some pretty cool shops.
Lots of restaurants and shops and things to see.
A lot of outdoor shops, things for the guys.
And dogs are everywhere. Your dogs are pretty welcome. Even the restaurants, I think, take the dogs.
Yeah, so it's a really cool little town. And if you're there the right time of year, we were there during September, October time frame when the elk rut was going on. It's nothing to see elk walking down Main Street or at the public library out in the grass or on the golf course. So it's really a cool town for families and kids as well. Right. Now, we enjoyed it so much. We did some window shopping, bought a few things. So we actually went back one evening for a dinner, a very sports bar type dinner, very casual. We went to a place called...
it was good.
It was really, really good,
and service was excellent.
Yeah, service was unbelievable. We went to a place called Full Throttle. It's Full Throttle Saloon, I believe is the full name. They do sell moonshine and whiskey and vodka. I believe it's their own brand of moonshine as well. Now, with that said, it's very family oriented. It's, don't just because the word saloon in it, don't take the wrong impression.
They have indoor and outdoor seating, and they had a live band when we were there.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. The atmosphere inside is pretty cool. There's a lot of whiskey barrels and things like that. Anything to do with moonshine and all was inside the restaurant. So it's pretty cool. We really enjoyed ourselves. So Estes Park for us is kind of a must-see, a must-do, a great place to go have a dinner or something like that after spending a day in Rocky Mountain National Park.
Does this remind you of anything? Oh my gosh, look how cute!
For a moment, or hang for a while. You tell me what you want to.
Now he bought some goodies. My turn again. He thinks it's my birthday present. With a hat.
And a jacket.
Yes, I will always be good company. I could be off or I could be on. I could be anything you want. Yes, I will always be.
Really? Oh yeah. So cute. What a great time we had at Full Throttle. I don't know if you can read their sign, but awesome food, awesome people, awesome time.
Now, if you do happen to spend the evening at Estes Park eating and drinking, like what we did, we had to work that off, all that food off. So what we did, we went on a little small hike to Calypso Cascade. Now, the way you get there is called the Wild Basin Entrance Station. It's in the southeast corner of the national park. Calypso Cascade, for us, it's only like a mile, 1.8 miles out and 1.8 miles back. So about 3.6 miles round trip.
Right.
But a very, very easy.
Easy.
And a fun hike. You're kind of walking parallel with the river most of the way. So
Waterfalls.
it was a lot of little small waterfalls along the way.
Beautiful scenery.
Very, very nice. Very
People were having picnics.
Yeah, picnics, very, very kid-friendly. Kids were running around, you know, playing next to the water and stuff like that as well. Now, we didn't quite make it all the way to the Cascades. Dina's knee was starting to act up again, so...
Always me.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
I'm really holding you back, honey. I'm so sorry.
But we did get the chance to kind of sit down next to the water, relax, and enjoy it some before we headed back. So, Calypso Cascade, very nice little hike. Not too much more to say about it. It's just relaxing, peaceful. If you're looking to spend a couple hours in the wilderness looking for animals or anything like that, any wildlife, this would be a great hike as well. And it was a lot of fun for us. We made it to the Wild Basin Trailhead. This is the eastern, I guess southeastern entrance to Rocky Mountain National Park. We're going to try to get to Calypso Falls or Calypso Cascades. I think it's a very small, little tiny waterfall.
Job is done for now, at least. My calendar is filled with vacancies. In the days ahead, I'm looking to. I've done all that's been asked of me to do. So honey, now I'm through trying to impress.
You're supposed to be the navigator.
Been cutting loose. There's a clock in a office, and it feels so.
This is a pretty easy trail. We're going up a slight hill. I think us being a little bit, I'll say, well fed, and the higher altitude. I think we're both feeling it.
With time to kill and days to see, I could end up anywhere I please.
Well, we're not going to make it all the way to Calypso Cascade. Dina's knee's starting to bother her. We really would like to. It's a beautiful, beautiful hike.
But I told you to, but you don't.
Yeah, well, this will actually give us time to get back to the main entrance.
But you want to find the elk.
We want to go try to find the elk again, too. So it's a good excuse
Just
to
so
turn
you
around.
know, I did tell him to go on and I would wait.
She did.
I even offered him my bear spray. So wait a minute. What if I needed the bear spray?
Oh, you're good.
So now, since you just hiked to Calypso Cascades, you get to eat more.
Our favorite thing.
So what we did, we headed over to the west side of Rocky Mountain National Park to a place called
Grand Lake.
Grand Lake. And it's actually a town called Grand Lake. Population just over, I believe, 400.
We took rodeo.
We took rodeo. She had a blast,
She did.
And the town is actually on a lake called Grand Lake as well. So
just the drive there was
worth
my
it.
Gosh,
yeah.
how
The whole west side of the park is completely different than the eastern side of the park. Now there was some fires there, so you will go through some burnt out areas, but it's different. It's just kind of neat to see.
Yeah, very pretty.
Grand Lake, the town of Grand Lake, it's kind of almost like an Estes Park type atmosphere.
Small.
Very, very small. Very.
What did you say? The population's like 400?
400, just over 400 people.
Yeah.
It's right on the lake. It's one of those kind of towns you're going to want to walk.
Yeah,
Walk the streets, and a great place to have a lunch.
Yeah, right on the water.
Yeah, we ate right on the lake, right on the water. while we're eating, just watch everybody on the water, which is really, really nice.
People go there to vacation or just hang out for the day, have a picnic, or read a book, hang out with their kids. Dogs can swim there. There's paddle boarding.
And they actually have like a little beach area there, a little
it's
sandy area. That was packed
Very
one of the days
clean.
that we were there, but it's really, really neat. It's probably the only beach in town, I guess.
And there's also lots of restaurants and shops and stuff there too.
Yeah, so this is, again,
Really
it's
wonderful.
one of those small little towns. The way we did it, we made a day of it. We were staying on the east side of the park, so we drove to the west side, had lunch there, hung out by the lake for a while, and then drove back east again. So Grand Lake, great place for lunch and hanging out, and if you want to go paddleboard or something, go run a paddleboard as well.
I'll stay for a moment or hang for a while. You tell me what you want to. You can stay here or walk for miles. I could be hard or I could be weak. I could be anything you need. Yes, I will always be good company. I could be off or I could be on. I could be anything you want. Yes, I will always be. Yes, I will always be good company. Jokes and secrets too, and I've made promises to folks, and I followed my words through. I could be hard or I could be weak. I could be anything you need. Yes, I will always be good company.
If you find videos like these entertaining or even helpful, please subscribe, and also make sure you hit the like button. It really helps YouTube understand that you enjoy our videos, and hopefully we'll promote them to other people as well.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So after you have a nice relaxing lunch on the lake, enjoying all the scenery, you gotta do something to kind of wake you up and pump you up again. So what we did, there's a road called the Old Fall River Road, and this is one of the original roads that go up to the Alpine Visitor Center. Very, very cool. The Visitor Center itself is cool. It's at roughly 12,000 feet above sea level. Great cafeteria,
beautiful
great
views.
Gift shop. The views are one of a kind, I think.
Beautiful.
If you don't want to take the old dirt road, we'll talk about here in a second, there is a regular paved road, the new road, you can go up there as well. But the Old Fall River Road,
very exciting.
I kind of suckered in.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It was actually really fun.
It is a one-way.
It was a really pretty drive.
Oh yeah, it's a one-way road, east to west.
Yeah.
And you're kind of on the edge of a mountain for parts of it, and parts of it you're not. But now we were in a dually pickup truck, and literally a lot of these turns, we had to make 3-point turns because they were so sharp around the corner. You're doing a lot of switchbacks is what you're doing. But really, really cool. If you've ever been up Pikes Peak or something like that, it's kind of similar to that. I thought it was a fun drive.
It was fun.
It's very slow. It's gravel.
Yeah, take your
Again,
time.
it's one way. But when you get to the Alpine Visitor Center, the scenery is just amazing. They do have a couple small hikes up there as well. You can actually climb up just over 12,000 feet, I think it is, and just looking around, the views are spectacular. Now,
Rodeo really enjoyed that too.
Yeah, she really liked it. And coming back, you can take the paved road back, which is a little bit smoother.
It's a little bit faster too.
Oh, definitely faster.
We want to get back before dark.
Yeah, but the Alpine Visitor Center and the Old Fall River Road
definitely worth seeing.
It's something we're really glad that we did.
Yeah, very.
There's a couple other hikes we did, and this first one, the Alluvial Fan Trail, it's probably the shortest hike I think we've ever done.
Yeah, and we drove by the turnoff to get to Alluvial Fan Trail a number of times, and finally when we were out moose watching.
Yeah. Somebody told us.
One evening, another couple that we met told us about it, and they were like, "Don't leave until you go to Alluvial Fan Trail."
Yeah, and it was really
It was
cool.
really cool.
Again, I think one way was maybe it was less than a half a mile.
Yeah, it was not
and that's
extreme
kind
at
of
all.
pushing it.
Yeah.
You are going uphill a little bit. There's a little bit of elevation gain, but
Yeah.
nothing bad.
Take your time.
It was basically a sidewalk the whole way, if I remember
a
correctly.
boardwalk, like
a
little
boardwalk.
Dogs are not allowed.
Yeah, no dogs. But once you get up to the falls,
Yeah.
the boardwalk or the trail actually ends.
Yeah.
But you can scramble. We did see a lot of people scrambling over the rocks and kind of over the
Natural
water.
elements
Yeah.
and the slippery rocks.
Yeah,
and we
up.
had
Yeah, but they were going up to the falls
to
itself.
the falls itself, which we really wanted to do, but we had a lot of camera equipment with us, and we weren't.
We didn't want our camera equipment to get wet.
We didn't want to go boop boop.
Yeah,
down on the waterfall.
So we didn't do that.
No.
But Alluvial Fan Trail, cool little hike. Again, kids, or if you just want to get out and stretch your legs, great place to do it. And make sure, like what we did, you're looking at the falls. You have to turn around, look behind you, because behind you, the meadow and the mountains, everything is just unbelievable.
Yes. Especially when if you're there when the aspen are changing too.
Yeah,
Oh.
really cool. Wow. Another hike we did, and this I just thought was just enjoyable, relaxing.
Right.
And we were on a mission this time though. We were looking for moose,
Yeah.
so I think
Again.
we had alternative motives than just the hike. But Sprague Lake, and Sprague Lake is just a beautiful little lake. The hike itself goes
Beautiful, like.
yeah, really nice. Picture lakes with mountains.
Yeah.
And all, but yeah, the hike itself I think is like 0.8 miles.
Yeah.
It's a loop, so it's about just under a mile all the way around the lake. Flat, very well maintained. If you have problems walking or stability, you probably won't have one on this hike.
I don't think so.
It's pretty well maintained.
You can go off the boardwalk if you wanted to.
A few places,
A few different areas, but that's totally up to you. It's really easy though.
Yeah, again, this is just one of those hikes. If you want to get out, kill an hour, or just stretch your legs, or just enjoy the scenery and relax, Sprague Lake. When we were there was a big bull moose hanging out in that area, and honestly, that's one of the reasons why we wanted to hike around the lake. We didn't get a chance to see the moose. We did see his footprints though.
Yeah.
We saw his footprints, and it rained the night before, so we know he was there that morning. We just missed him. So who knows? You might get lucky.
We did see some turkeys though.
We did see some turkeys. Yeah. You might get luckier than us and get a chance to see a moose on Sprague Lake. But you know, it's wildlife, so you never know. So again, Sprague Lake, great little hike, and just again, just a beautiful time in the park.
Right.
You're as warm as the morning, first day of spring. There's a little bit of you in everything. Changing the season, butterflies' wings. There's a little bit of you in everything.
Sprague Lake Trail.
We are here.
We are there.
Well, we made it back to Sprague Lake. This is the hike I did.
This is my first time here.
Oh yeah, I made it back to Sprague Lake.
Yeah.
Dean is feeling better today. I did this the first time without her. She was sick. But we got a beautiful day today. She's feeling better. So
Gorgeous.
we're gonna try it again. Hopefully we're gonna look for the moose.
Yes, we gotta find the moose.
So.
Chalk on the sidewalk, the smell of the rain. There's a little bit of you in everything. View from the hilltop, sun on my face. There's a little bit of you in everything. There's a little bit of you.
We found the moose tracks, that is.
The leftovers. Not even moose poop, it's just tracks.
It rained last night too, pretty good, so these are probably from this morning. We got here too late.
Signs
So
of them.
close and yet so far.
Yeah.
Boo.
Hopefully this video and our other videos we did on Rocky Mountain National Park can give you some ideas and some things to do, some, maybe where to see the wildlife or some adventures to do.
Or if you're planning a summer trip.
Or planning a summer trip,
Vacation, or just plan on going out west and being in the Rocky Mountain National Park area, don't miss it.
Yeah, awesome.
You will not
awesome.
be sorry.
It's definitely on our top
It's-
3 national park
We
list
can't wait
for
to
sure.
go back.
Yeah. So hopefully between the 3 videos we did, you can get some great ideas, and it'll give you an idea maybe to plan your trip as well.
Definitely. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great week and stay safe.
So remember, always live life to the fullest.
See you next week. Safe travels and God bless.